Americans, Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson.
I want him, and I send message now from you to Heyman. Let's do job.
Turkey's Alalshikh has announced that Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis will face off in December. This confirmation follows a series of significant negotiations and challenges in the boxing world. Turkey, who has been tirelessly seeking the biggest fights, appears to have redirected his focus from the highly anticipated Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford bout to this exciting matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. Recently, many elite boxers have found themselves in a state of uncertainty regarding their next moves. Canelo Alvarez was unsure about his September opponent until he finally decided on Edgar Berlanga. Meanwhile, Devin Haney's future plans remain unclear following the incident with Ryan Garcia. Gervonta "Tank" Davis also saw a potential fight with Vasyl Lomachenko fall through, adding to the air of unpredictability in boxing. Amidst this backdrop, Alec has successfully secured a fight that could captivate boxing fans. Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis. Stevenson has been eagerly awaiting the call from Tank, with his co-manager, Josh Dubin, speaking out to boxing scene about their readiness to negotiate. Dubin emphasized that Shakur is prepared to face anyone and that they are simply waiting for Tank to reach out. He expressed frustration with the social media antics, claiming that Tank has been less than truthful about the situation. "We're ready to negotiate. It's up to Tank now," Dubin said. How realistic it is will depend on the financial viability for Shakur. "Our lines are open. We want this fight, and Shakur has been asking for it for a long time." In the world of boxing, uncertainty often reigns supreme, and that has certainly been the case recently for many elite fighters. Canelo Alvarez found himself in a state of flux regarding his September opponent until he ultimately decided on Edgar Berlanga. Meanwhile, Devin Haney's future plans were thrown into disarray following an incident with Ryan Garcia, while Gervonta "Tank" Davis saw a potential fight with Vasyl Lomachenko fall through. Amidst this climate of unpredictability, Alec has successfully managed to secure a highly anticipated clash that promises to electrify boxing fans. Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis. Stevenson's eagerness to face Davis is palpable. Having recently secured a victory, Stevenson is now looking for a signature win to solidify his status and silence critics. Defeating Davis would undoubtedly achieve that goal, and Stevenson appears more than willing to make this fight happen. However, as is often the case in boxing, financial negotiations must align for both parties to reach an agreement. Turki Alalshikh, a prominent figure in the boxing industry, has been at the forefront of making blockbuster fights happen. Recently, he seems to have shifted his focus from the highly anticipated Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford bout, which has faced numerous obstacles. Alec's relentless pursuit of the biggest and most exciting matchups in boxing is evident. "I've always wanted to bring the best fights to the fans," Turki said in an interview. "The fans deserve to see the best boxers in the world face each other, and I am committed to making that happen." The potential Canelo versus Crawford fight was one that many boxing fans were eager to see. However, due to various complications, including scheduling conflicts and financial disagreements, the fight seemed to be slipping away. Despite expressing his frustration, Turki remained optimistic about the future of boxing. "I never give up on bringing the best fights to the ring," he remarked. "Sometimes things don't go as planned, but that doesn't mean we stop trying. We move on to the next big fight, and right now that's Shakur versus Tank." Turki's determination is matched by his strategic vision. He has been chasing the biggest names and the most thrilling matchups, ensuring that boxing fans worldwide get to witness the sport's finest talents. Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis are two of the most talented fighters in the world right now, Turki stated. "This fight has the potential to be one of the greatest fights of the decade. Both fighters are in their prime, and the fans are in for a treat. Stevenson, known for his impeccable skills and unwavering determination, has been calling out Tank Davis for some time. He understands that a win against Davis would catapult him to the pinnacle of the boxing world. "I've been waiting for this fight," Stevenson said in a recent interview. "Tank is a great fighter, and I respect him, but I believe I have what it takes to beat him. I've been training hard, and I'm ready." As the anticipation for this clash builds, it is clear that both fighters are hungry and have something to prove. Turki emphasized that this fight would not only be special for them, but also for the fans, stating, "I love this sport," Turki said. "I will continue to work tirelessly to bring the best fights to the fans. Shakur versus Tank is just the beginning. There's much more to come." The excitement surrounding this matchup is palpable, and with Turki Alalshikh's confirmation, boxing fans can finally look forward to an epic showdown in December. However, the fight is not without its challenges. For the matchup to happen, both fighters must agree on the financial terms that make it viable. The boxing world knows all too well that the business side can often overshadow the sport itself, complicating negotiations between promoters and fighters. Turki understands this reality all too well and is prepared to tackle it head-on. The focus now shifts to how the negotiations unfold. As Turki has stated, "We're ready to negotiate. It's up to Tank now." How realistic it is will depend on the financial viability for Shakur. "Our lines are open. We want this fight, and Shakur has been asking for it for a long time." Stevenson's co-manager, Josh Dubin, also weighed in, expressing confidence in Shakur's readiness to face Davis. He remarked, "Shakur will take anyone you put in front of him. We're here, waiting, and ready to negotiate. We'll know how realistic it is by how financially viable they make it for Shakur." The fight between Stevenson and Davis has been long awaited, with both fighters representing the pinnacle of boxing talent in their respective divisions. Turki's vision for the future of boxing includes bringing together the best fighters for thrilling matchups that leave fans on the edge of their seats. But Turki's ambitions don't end with Stevenson versus Davis. He had previously expressed interest in organizing a mega fight between Naoya Inoue and Tank Davis, aiming to create an event that would capture the attention of boxing fans around the globe. However, this endeavor faced challenges, primarily due to weight class disagreements. Inoue, a significant star in Japan, has made a name for himself by defeating lesser-known opponents, but was hesitant to step into a risky fight against someone like Davis. Despite his undefeated record and impressive victories, many questioned whether Inoue was ready to face a formidable opponent like Tank Davis. Davis boasts an impressive record, known for his knockout power and ability to finish fights. The idea of matching Inoue against Davis was appealing, but the weight issue remained a significant hurdle. Turki Alalshikh expressed a willingness to make the Inoue versus Davis fight happen if they could find a mutually agreeable weight. He shared these thoughts on Ariel Helwani's YouTube channel, emphasizing the need for a compelling argument that would persuade Inoue to take the risk. Inoue has been dominating the lower weight classes without facing much challenge, Turki noted. Moving up to fight Tank Davis would mean facing a real threat for the first time in his career. Many believe Inoue was capable of fighting at 135 pounds, given that reports indicated he walked around in the mid-140s. However, the risk of losing his undefeated status loomed large, as stepping into the ring with Davis represented a considerable gamble. Inoue's success and fame in Japan had come from a string of easy victories, but fighting Tank would present a different challenge entirely. In the end, it's the passion and dedication of promoters like Turki Alalshikh that continue to shape the boxing landscape. "I will always fight for the best fights," Turki said. "That's what boxing deserves, and that's what the fans deserve. Shakur versus Tank is just the beginning of what I hope to bring to the sport." As the excitement builds, boxing enthusiasts can only wait with bated breath for the confirmation of a fight that could very well be one of the greatest showdowns of our time.